In Ephesians 5:15, Paul says, "Be careful then how you live," after spending 4 chapters calling them to love as Christ's unified bride. And this word used, to be careful, could be translated pay careful attention. It's attention, blepete. This word comes from blepo, meaning to see. He says literally here in the Greek then, perceive, discern, see clearly how you live. It's used in Luke 24:12 when Peter looks into the tomb and sees only linen strips. It's also used in Matthew 6:18 to say God sees in secret. He sees our hearts and intentions clearly. I want that kind of sight, discernment, and ultimately it's wisdom on my life. And so I've been really thoughtful and reflective lately about the ways I'm spending my time, my energy, and the ways that I'm spending today, because I literally won't ever get it back. Most days I feel like a failure in some way, in the ways that I spent my time or didn't get enough done or dropped the ball in some way. But I think paying attention to my life doesn't necessitate perfection, just intentionality. And so this is a pretty average day in our life during the summer of just struggling with trying to be as intentional as possible with time, energy, all the things. These days with my boys at these ages are fleeting so fast. It seems like every week something changes, whether they lose a new tooth or they get a new obsession. Like lately it's been digging for rocks. But I think there's this special type of worship when we don't put our worship in a box, where it doesn't have to be in church, arm raised kind of worship. But it's the worship of the muddy shoes, the sweaty brow, the tired feet and hands, because we have been putting our faith to action. And I struggle a lot with getting my head out of the books and being present in today, because I can study eternal things, but if it doesn't affect the way I live in light of eternity, then do I really believe it?
Bye, love you.
Hi guys, welcome to the porch. I am already sweaty. It's like 9 a.m., not even. Joe just took the boys to the gym and I'm sitting on my new favorite spot. This is a bench we gifted to each other for our anniversary, and now it's like my favorite spot to just sit before the Texas heat hits really bad. But I've been really trying to be intentional about the way that I live, like routines and like, why am I doing something? Just to like accomplish things, or am I doing things because I'm intentionally living unto the Lord? And so I felt like my Bible study routine was starting to get maybe check the boxy or something. And the last couple of days I've been trying to be a little bit more intentional. And it's like, yeah, go sit on the porch, have some prayer time with the Lord, and slow down rather than rush through to get stuff done. It's just about a worshipful heart. Anyway, I don't want to live like this world and just do things to earn love and do things to muster up my security or my confidence. Anyway, this is so rambly, but I have a manuscript I told someone I would read, and so I'm gonna do that and just kind of sit in the Lord's presence. I just finished my Bible study. Let me turn off my music. And I need to move on to my Psalm study because every week I do an in-depth study on Patreon. I feel like I talk about this all the time. I really need to work on that. My husband is going to take a little bit longer because they have to go by the doctor and pick up my son's new glasses. They got scratched. Oh, also, have y'all seen, I mentioned this in my last video. It is just so pretty. I will like often just be feeling, I can't capture it on camera very good, but there's like a texture to this cup. This cup is from Caruso. I'm obsessed with, there's this one, and I also have this one, which is super cute. It says, be like, be happy and rejoice, from Psalm 118:24. So I like using this one. It also has like the soft straw. So it's especially good when I'm on the treadmill in the afternoons and I can just like run and drink. I know the brand Caruso because I grew up getting their t-shirts. I love the idea of a t-shirt that a lot of people will see and it like preaches the gospel or gets a gospel conversation started. I grew up wearing their shirts. My favorite one said, "A breadcrumb and fish," in reference to Jesus feeding 5,000. I remember talking to somebody on the school bus and she was like, "Why does your shirt not say Abercrombie and Fitch, but it says a breadcrumb and fish? You got like a knockoff." And I was like, "No, let me tell you about Jesus." And I remember just being so excited as like a 13-year-old to tell my friend on the school bus. All that to say, Caruso's really cool. Their mission is to start gospel conversations through the t-shirts. I have a couple that I really like from the brand Caruso, and they actually gave me a discount code if you want to check them out. Right now, I know I am currently looking for deals on clothes to stock up for the fall, sending my boys back to school. So shop my link and you get 15% off. And don't be afraid to start those conversations, sharing your faith with others. I'm so glad you got your new glasses. Okay, we can do like a picnic or something. You were thinking of a picnic too? Okay, I'm gonna head out the door then. Okay, bye. Okay, change of plans. Joe just called me. I guess I'm not gonna study my psalm. I thought they were gonna come home and we were gonna do lunch together. But I think we're gonna go have a picnic or something. They don't really wanna come home. This sounds bad. It's not that our home is bad. Do you guys ever, I guess it's just summertime and we've just been home a lot, which is good, but we've been cooping up a little bit too much. They were like, let's have a picnic. Let's go to a park. Even though it's hot, we're all kind of like, yeah, let's like do something. This is not normal, but this is probably the best thing to do. Well, I'm about to cry. Sometimes like breaking habit is really good for your mental health and like getting out of the house and like, I don't know, with Joe works at home most of the time. Like he's been writing a sermon all week long. I work at home most of the time and our poor boys are like, let's go to a park or something. So I'm so glad they asked us. And Joe and I are super spontaneous. We like doing stuff in the moment. So let's go do that and see what today holds. Want to get on a swing? It might be wet though. We needed to mix things up. We needed to get out of the house.
Oh yeah.
Now I kind of want a matcha though. That's my toxic trait.
That's right.
Every time I get out of the house and we go in this area, I'm like, there's that one, it's this cute little small coffee shop. Little kitties.
Down in my heart, down in my hand, I get this.
It's time for nap time, but take off your clothes, okay? That was such a successful trip. And I got a matcha out of it because I was struggling. They're playing. So now it's nap time, and this is when I typically can get a lot of stuff done. Whatever I don't get done in like early morning before the boys wake up and late evening after the boys go to bed, it like has to basically get done during nap time. At least that's during the summer when the boys aren't in school. So now's my time to finally work on that psalm, and maybe I also do have some laundry that I need to fold. The dining room table is where it often gets piled up, but that's just real life. All right, this is fairly common where I don't quite get everything done that I wanted to get done during nap time, but I don't know what time it is. It's 5? Okay, so I lost complete track of time. Didn't get that folding done, and normally I try and get on the treadmill by 4. So I need to wrap up and then I can jump on the treadmill. This is my treadmill. Shout out to a friend who gave it to us. You know who you are. And I'm just putting on my shoes. The boys are in their room right here. I can see them and they're destroying it. They're building with Legos. I need to also take off my makeup because I don't like running and having like bronzer and blush and all that come off in my sweat, because I sweat a lot. I like to run for a long amount of time. It's just like this mental health thing I need. I never like to share numbers because people always get like weird about it, but I used to have like the problem of over exercise and limiting calories, because not trying to trigger anybody, but because of low self-esteem and stuff like that. And so once I healed, I really missed the processing and the mental benefits I got from long runs, but I didn't want to do it in a way that would make me fall back into like limiting myself and stuff. And so I now let myself go on long runs, but I don't like measure the calories or measure the distance or anything like that. It's just time. And my sweet spot is 50 minutes. So just under an hour, where I feel like I've exhausted all of my energy. And it's part of like the anxiety and stuff is like running just helps me clear my mind. And so part of like the season of slowing down and being intentional about the way that I live for the Lord, I really like the mental benefits of it, feeling like I can get my anxiety out, just run completely, like just run it all out, you know? And then after my run, it's dinner time. My disabled sister moved in with us, and it's something that I had long been praying about, and I'm so grateful that the Lord provided that. But then that means dinner time is really good family time together and playing Monopoly or games, or sometimes we watch movies afterwards. It's just good family time. But friends, thank you so much for joining me in a day in my life. Truly trying to pursue living unto the Lord intentionally and passionately is something that I pray I always will do. And I hope that this encouraged you to do the same. It looks different in all seasons, but may we all just live intentionally unto the Lord as fragrant offerings. Now, if you like this video, I think you're gonna like this one here. It's another day in the life kind of style video, and I think you're really gonna like it. I'll see you there.